Oh. All right. I guess this is it. I guess.
All right. Sounds good. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started with the first thing, which would be the manga.
Sweet.
So on this one, guys, is there a particular color you want me to use? No.
No.
Are you okay with black?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And as far as signature goes, I'm assuming you're gonna. I mean, the goal is later on down the line when conventions open back up, you're probably going to want to get more signatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you attend Yamacon every year?
The year you went, the year you were there was the first year that was the first con we ever went to.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know this. Johnny Young Bosch, also from Bleach, right? He is a regular attendee at that convention. So just maybe, something to consider. So what I'll do then, Charlie, is...
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry. Christen went to grab something.
Okay.
Because when I picked up that book the other day, I picked up this one too.
Oh, sweet. Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. So then in that case, now that I know that, what I will do is I'm just going to go ahead and do a signature just like right across.
I know.
Right above his head there.
That'll work.
All right.
And I'm just going to die right then.
Okay, Laura.
All right.
Dying of embarrassment.
There you go. First one.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Coolio. All right, next. This gem that is a rarity, I know, because I don't see very many people who have the second one. I see some people have the Piedmon one, but not the Vmon one. So we got the Vmon.
Nice.
And then we have Piedmon as well. Now, on these guys, do you want the signature on the front or do you want it on the back?
The front's fine because I'm going to put them in the frame with the pictures.
You are. Okay. So what I'm going to do for those bad boys, because
In my schedule tomorrow.
you need a really fine pen to be able to sign on both of those. So I'm going to use the fine black pen on, let me see.
Again.
I can definitely do it on the Vmon card. So on this one, right above Vmon's name where the number is. You okay with that?
You can do it across his belly.
Oh,
that's fine.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I bought it mainly just to get signed at a con.
Got it. Okay, cool. So there's that one. And then anywhere in particular on Piedmon?
You can just do it on his leg area.
Okay. Hopefully the black will still show up, even though part of the background is a little dark. So we'll see what we can do on this one. Oh yeah, it'll still show up. Cool. And what I'll do is before I put these back in their sleeves, I'll let them make sure that they're dried so that they don't smear it all. So I'm just going to lay them out there. All right. Now, I got to ask, where did you guys get that from?
Where'd you get that? We actually, someone shared it in our group, a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
And I've got some for Paul St. Peter too.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, Paul. Oh, I forgot. Paul is another actor that normally goes to Yamacon. He's usually invited there. So yeah. All right, on this bad boy. Did you want a quote?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Just any quote, anything you can think of.
Any particular color on this one?
No.
No.
Surprise me.
All right. Let's see. You know what? We got a little bit of red going on. I'll do it in red. So I'll sign on the bottom.
And now you've thoroughly embarrassed yourself for the day. So
Yep, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself for probably this entire month. Like this could be put into a Reddit post in a YouTube video.
You would pay for
you should post it today.
that.
All right. So on this one,
For the end of
hopefully you can see that.
here, just a few minutes.
Looks good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I like it.
Cool, cool, cool.
In fact, I'm just gonna double check just to make sure.
Then we got Uryu.
Do, do, do,
Hmm.
do, 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 do. Is it obvious how many times I had to Google this guy? Just to remember. I have a broken memory.
I'm gonna. I
He voiced Beelzemon, and Beelzemon's the bomb.
I'm tempted to use silver, but I'm not sure it'll show up as well as the black. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and use black on this one.
Kizaru.
Okay.
That's the gangster from Danganronpa 2.
Nice.
Oh, let me just spell it.
Yeah, this showed up good.
It's okay.
I'm fangirling.
Okay. It's okay.
All right. So there we go. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to read that, but on that one, I did a quote by the power of the Quincy.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. And then I got my signature, and I'll also put
I
Uryu
need to get something clean.
Ishida.
Like, I got
All right.
And if I magically get a free Inigo cosplay, I'm gonna wear that bitch.
All right. Next, we got Imon.
Also another ditch man for voice.
He voiced 4 Digimon that I know of.
Hmm.
There's quite a few.
Beelzemon, Ipmon, Paimon, and Beemon.
There's more than that.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Let's see.
Kristen said you could use that green paint pen. It'd probably look good on that, she said.
Oh yeah.
You might have to shake it up, though.
Yeah.
Shake
Okay.
Okay.
Dead.
I tried to shake them all up before I sent them, but I'm sure they need a little shaking after.
Yeah.
It'd be settled by the time they got to him.
All right. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool.
And the light behind me.
Oh. You're in having a
You're right, that green does look good.
Don't worry.
You'd have a demonic one.
But it'd be weird to see the red light coming through the window.
I'm sorry, I need to start saying.
She's
All right.
embarrassed.
So there we go. Bada boom.
That's awesome.
And then we got it. Signature and then character name. By the way, to answer your guys' question, Laura and Michael, So season 1, I played Demi Devimon, Digitamamon, and Piedmon. In season 2, I played the Digimon Emperor / Kenichi Joji, Vmon, X-Vmon, Impmon, no, I'm sorry, Imperial Dramon, and Pyildramon, as well as Demi Vmon. And then in season 3, I played Impmon and Beelzemon.
Beelzemon's my favorite.
Yeah.
I told you. Quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. I did research.
All right.
More
So,
cards.
Cards on these guys. For Shino in particular, do you want the signature on his body down there, or where there's some space down below?
You can do it on his body. That's fine.
On his body? Okay.
You only embarrass yourself a little
A whole lot of it.
bit.
So did you have any cons get canceled so far for this year? Or a lot?
A ton. Yeah, a ton. So there's that one. Stuff that I was really looking forward to, and unfortunately, with everything that's going on, not sure when the next one's going to be, but
I'm still hoping that Yamacon's still in December. But we lost 2 that we were planning on trying out.
yeah.
MTAC we lost. It was in April. We were going to meet Bryce Pappenbrook again.
Oh, right.
And you got a meeting with him
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah.
Sorry, my daughter was trying to call me on Facebook.
No worries.
She's in the other room.
On this one, any particular place you want the signature? Do you want it like right below his feet?
Yeah, right below his feet's fine.
Okay. Excellent. I love this one, dude. This one is so cool.
I'm having trouble hearing.
That is cool.
All right. I'm assuming you're probably going to want to get Paul's signature on this one too as well, right, Charlie?
Hold on just a second.
Sure.
That should be high.
Leah probably did with
Okay, I can hear again.
Okay. So on this one, I'm assuming you're going to get Paul's signature as well at some point?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So I'm going to let him have the space on top, and I will do the signature on the bottom.
Okay.
Or maybe across his arm. The one that's holding part of Wormmon up.
Write something. I think of it again.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
My brain just ate.
I'm pretty sure he's going to answer some questions for us.
You can tell I'm not super picky.
Yeah. That's all right. All right. There we go on that one.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And then
I think I sent that to you when you were at a con, I think overseas. I sent that picture to you. I was like, oh, you and him should definitely get this.
oh wow.
And I was like, yeah, you should use this. Well, since are sitting next to each other.
Yeah. No, this one is really cool. I like this one. Very
My wife
similar
liked
to
that one.
the one that I sell at cons.
Oh, it is?
On this one, let's see.
I'm writing questions, so if you think of it, let me know. Do you want to write any questions?
You know what? I'm gonna try gold on this one.
Okay.
Not in front of the people. Not in front of the people.
Yeah.
Bad. You're definitely going as a character fitting for you at Nomicon.
This tastes good. Okay.
It got stuck to my teeth.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's right. Awkward moments.
Obviously.
Oh, that one looks cool, dude. So probably can't see all of it at this point, but on the top, I wrote parasitic insects jutsu, and then on the bottom, I just did my signature with Shino Aburame on it.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. See, we just now started. I wrote you in one of your videos that me and Christen just now started watching Naruto,
Yeah.
and we're like on season 6 now, so we've been binging it.
Now,
What's the cost?
I don't know. Is this like? Is this something?
Oh no, that's just where I printed out pictures. My bad.
Okay. All right.
I use Walgreens.
Okay. I think that's it. Oh, the figure.
Probably is.
Yeah. Okay, this one.
Is that Pyeldramon in Paladin form? That is.
I was about to say let's get this closer so they might be able to hear us better.
Paladin form.
I think I'm probably gonna have better luck trying to sign on his wing.
That worked.
Yeah. Okay.
Imperial Demon Paladin form. That's an expensive figure.
I don't know like what it would cost, Michael, but I got it for $1 at a yard sale.
What?
Yeah, there was this woman. She had it on. She had it on her
I seen
table.
one, it was like $87, man.
This woman had it on her table. I was like, "Oh, that's Digimon." I was like, "Oh, that's Digimon."
Oh my god, that's amazing, dude! Wow, that was a steal.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I gotta have that." I was like, oh. She was like, "Well, give me $1." I'm like, "Okay."
It's freaking Imperial Demon Paladin mode, man.
There we go. I got good questions.
You got good questions?
I got good questions. Again, when you follow a podcast full of voice actors, you know what questions to ask. Because sometimes you get some great stories out of them.
Okay. Cool. So on that one, I did signature, and then I just put Imperial Dramon on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure you did his voice, but I was like,
Yep.
I was like,
That was Paul and I both did his voice together.
I knew there was like several different forms, and some of them you did, and some of them he did, and
Yeah.
What?
I was torn. I was like, who does his voice?
Do you guys want your pens back?
Hey, you can send them back. That's fine.
Yep. Okay.
Unless you just want to use them.
No. Yeah, I'm sure these are probably really expensive, and yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure your daughter would probably love to have fun with these.
Right now, she's got a tablet and trying to call me every 5 seconds. She's like, "Oh, you can talk to other people, but you can't talk to me."
All right. Cool, dude.
I'm excited.
Yay. So I will make sure that I get these shipped out to you tomorrow.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, if you don't care, I think they got some questions. They
Yeah,
wanna
of
ask.
course.
I thought of several. Because I follow a podcast that has several voice actors on it every single time that they have their live streams. So I kind of know like great questions to ask.
Okay, cool. Yeah, shoot.
First one, will you possibly be at Anime Expo? Like, is that one that you're usually invited to?
No, it is not one of the cons I'm usually invited to. Based on everything that I've heard, it will be quite some time before I go back there.
Fair enough.
The reason being is because they, to my knowledge, have not canceled the convention yet. And if they still plan on having as many people as they've had in the past, there's absolutely no freaking way that you can do social distancing.
Yeah, no, Anime
Bumper to
Expo is a
bumper.
pretty big one.
Yeah, it's
like that's where a lot of people meet YouTubers.
That's
it's
true.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yamacon's a small con, and it's still bumper to bumper.
Yep. Yep. Unless you happen to go out to the vendor area, you know, one of those corners
Yeah.
where it's not as crowded. Yeah.
Then there's always the Johnny Bosch concert, which is crowded.
Okay. Next one. I did a little research and I noticed one of the characters you voiced was Fuyuhiko from Danganronpa 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Danganronpa or voicing that character?
Well, it's very rare that as an actor you freely get to say the F-bomb every, 4 words.
That is true.
For that in and of itself, it was amazing. I never played either of the games. I just, all I did was I went in for a couple hours and just recorded and then was done. So, yeah, I don't remember a lot about Fuyuhiko. But I do remember that one particular thing. Obviously, F-bomb left and right, just like constantly.
It's a great thing to remember.
There's one in every Danganronpa game, and Fuyuhiko was definitely a memorable one.
Yeah.
Okay, so next would be, do you have a favorite voice that you like doing or favorite character that you liked out of the ones that you've done? I mean,
I'll slightly
online it says that you have like almost 200, a few of them being repeating roles like Shino and whatnot.
Right. I'll slightly twist the question only in the sense of, is there a particular actor that I admire who I like to, as many times as I can steal his voice, use it as a character? So no. I would have to say, based on all the characters that I've done, the one that I've stole from the most was Joe Pesci. So the first time that I used Joe Pesci's impersonation, probably would have been, I don't know if you got, I just got done with an interview, which is why we were pushing this later. And it was based on Power Rangers mostly, but within the Power Rangers community, there's also a lot of fans out there who remember one particular show called Beetleborgs.
Oh God, I love Beetleborgs.
Did you?
I remember that.
I did.
So in that show, I played this character Noxic, and that was basically an incarnation of Joe Pesci. That was probably the first time that I did it, and then I brought him back when we did season 3 of Digimon, because Impmon is a lot like Joe Pesci.
I can see it.
And then more recently, although not entirely like Joe Pesci because he didn't have as much nasalness to him, but kind of like an incarnation of Joe Pesci was. Are you guys familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
Yes.
Okay, so
I am.
Stardust Crusaders.
I am currently on that.
Okay, so there's a character that I play in that called Iggy.
I did notice you voiced Iggy.
Yeah.
I forgot you voiced Iggy. Oh.
So yeah, he's kind of like Joe Pesci, but not really. But
I can see it. I can see it.
yeah. So I would say that, and then I would say a close second as far as actors that I like to steal from would be Tim Curry, but more leaning more towards his Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's who I was hoping he was going to say.
Because I pretty much was a spot on Frankenfurter when I did Piedmon in season 1 of Digimon. And then not as much later on because I didn't do the English accent. So if you take away the English accent from Frankenfurter, but still have that same attitude and the same nuance to his voice, that was pretty much Vexen from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, he voiced a Kingdom Hearts character.
Awesome.
Oh, Nora is gonna flip hearing that. Hey, Nora, I was just in a Zoom meeting with someone who voiced a Kingdom Hearts character. You'll never guess which one, and she'll literally list like every single Kingdom Hearts character ever until she guesses the right one. Okay. For the podcast that I follow, they tend to get requests for their voice actors in character to voice various lines and whatnot. Have you ever had that situation or any funny stories that you'd like to share regarding that?
I'm sorry, repeat the question one more time.
Okay. With the podcast that I follow, the voice actors on it tend to get requests through donations of can they voice this line in this character's voice. Have you had any funny stories regarding that or any that you would like to share? I asked a good question.
I can't really think of any one particular character that I get requested to do more than another. Yeah. No. I wish I did have a funny story, but I don't.
That's okay.
You were mentioning your friend. What's her name?
Nora.
Does she cosplay as any of the Kingdom Hearts characters?
I'm gonna have to ask her.
Okay, it might not be the same Nora I'm thinking of then.
I'll have to ask her because I know that she's been wanting to cosplay characters. I don't know if she has cosplayed any.
I gotcha. Is she in Tennessee?
No, she's flip-flopping between Alabama and Florida like every other month.
I bet you it's that's going to be wacky, but I bet you it's the same person. I know a Nora who lives down in Florida who has been to some conventions that I've been to down there and often cosplays as a Kingdom Hearts character.
I'll have to ask her. I will have to ask her. You know what? Can I borrow your phone? Get on the Discord right now and ask her.
Well, I'm going to take a break from this and I'm going to be like, hey, how do I share this to the group?
That is a great question. Oh, my girlfriend's actually recording this right now. So we might.
There you go then.
Put it on YouTube. We can put it on YouTube.
Awesome.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. We had one of the guys in the group. He wants to know who your biggest inspiration was.
My biggest inspiration.
That's always a good one.
I'm sorry. My biggest inspiration for
getting into voiceover.
Actually, so there were a couple of guys. One who was my mentor. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bob Bergen, but he currently voices the Warner Brothers Porky Pig and Tweety Bird for the Warner Brothers shorts. He took over after Mel Blanc passed away. When I was first starting out and I was trying to figure out how to get my footing into voiceover, and I was taking a lot of classes. One person who I never took classes from, but he was such a sweet guy, and he is somebody who I often had coffee with and just kind of had coffee chats with. You know, we would go to Starbucks and just sit down and he'd kind of give me some stories about, you know, how he got into the business and what he did and how he stays motivated and all that stuff. And I'm sure he probably doesn't even remember me at this point, because this was like almost like 30 years ago. But Rob Paulson, if you know who Rob Paulson is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played Ninja Turtles.
Yes, he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was also in Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. I met him here in Knoxville at Fanboy when.
Oh yeah, very cool. Yeah. So I would say those two really did inspire me to want to become a voice actor and continue to being a voice actor.
Well, you've been doing it a long time. I know that.
I have been doing it quite some time. Yeah.
Well,
Not as long as some of the other guys in the business, but for sure.
Okay.
I was born in '90, and I've grew up listening to your voices.
I gotta keep them on the North thing because they said I'm never gonna live that down.
I've also got to say this. You know, we've talked to a lot of voice actors before. We've met them at cons, but without a doubt, you've probably been the most friendly. You checked on my wife when she was sick.
Oh,
I mean, just you've done so much.
Oh, thank you.
Just a great guy.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Not a lot of people would, so that's
pretty awesome.
So I have a couple more questions.
Yeah, Flora.
What is your favorite thing about voice acting?
I can pretty much be whoever I want to be, and I don't have to look like it. You know, I mean, it's the huge difference from, because I come from being a stage actor and being an on-camera actor, and obviously, you know, in both of those, you have to relatively look like the character that you're auditioning for. When you're doing voiceovers, it doesn't matter what you look like. You could be in your pajamas. You could, like, you know. You could be looking like me, and you could have long, flowing blonde hair like Vexen, you know. It literally doesn't matter. And I think that's kind of a little more freeing as an actor, because you don't have to worry about that. It's just if you sound believable, then yeah, everything else will follow. So
that's awesome.
Okay, so last question. Did you always know what character you were going to voice?
Did I always know what character? I very rarely know what characters I'm going to voice. I'll give you an example. Bang Zoom is a company that I have worked for a lot. And there have been numerous times when I did not have to audition for a show. And they said, hey, we got the show that's coming up. Demon Slayer, and want to know if you want to just come in and, you know, voice a couple.
They voiced the elder brother of the
So
Spider-Man.
I'll go in, and I have no idea anything about the characters. They don't tell me a thing. They just say,
yeah, he voiced that one.
So
the coolest
I'll just go in, and then they'll say, okay, so you're voicing this demonic spider. Go.
That's awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
I honestly God didn't know you voiced that demonic spider. That is awesome.
I completely forgot until he mentioned Demon Slayer, and then I was like, hold up, I know this.
Yeah.
Because I saw it and I went, no.
Brother Spider?
No.
Yeah.
That's probably got to be the best thing of being fans of voice actors is you find out all these characters that they voice and you go, no.
Well, see, the funny thing is that gives me another reason to get that really expensive statue with the lightning kid slicing off that demon's head, because that's literally the whole statue. It's got the body, the head, and the whole lightning thing going. I got to get that one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get that one now. But no, the reason why I asked is because one of the recent installments of the podcast that I've mentioned I follow, they recently had some voice actors from a series called B-Stars appear on it. They had the main three, aside from the main lead female, being Legoshi, Lewis, and Jack. And Legacy had said that he didn't know he was going to play the main character. He didn't know that was the character he was voicing. He thought he was going to voice a minor side character. He goes in and they tell him, "Hey, you're voicing the lead," and he's like, "Hold up, I need to prepare for this." And it was one of my favorite things hearing about that. Even voice actors can just get completely bombarded with the character that they're voicing.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Happens a lot.
When you decided to do Naruto, did you realize how long and how big Naruto was going to be?
Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. And then based on the time, I'll probably have to wrap things up after that. So when they started Naruto, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn was the director on that. She was also the director for Digimon Adventure 2. She started Naruto after doing Digimon Adventure 2. And when she started that, she, they went through the casting process with all of the characters, Shino included. I was not the original Shino. So what happened was Sam Riegel, who's another voice actor, he originally played Shino. And to my recollection, if I'm remembering this correctly, what happened was which episode was it? It was the trial episode where Shino is fighting against this other guy. And in that particular episode, the storyline is not about Shino, it's about the other guy. It's about how he came to be where he came to be, and now he's in this match. So it's almost like when the audience is watching this episode, it's almost like they're rooting for this other guy to win, right? Because it was all about him and growing up, and things happened to him and it made him who he is now. And so what they initially did was, in that episode, Sam played Shino and he also played that other character. And I guess they sent it. They were already done with the recording. They sent it to Japan. Japan heard it, and they said, I don't know. There's something just not right about these two characters. They sound too much alike each other. We need to, you need to fix it.
Yourself with their characters.
So none of us, Mary especially, not knowing really anything about the show except for how many episodes she had already recorded. And I think in that particular trial, it was like episode 30, but Shino only came in like a couple of times before, and he, as Shino does, hardly says anything, right? So can't be really a main character. So she said, "Sam, why don't we just stick you with the character that you did in the trial, and we'll find somebody else to do Shino." Well, because of me working with Mary on Digimon Adventure 2, I remember this. She said, "Hey, I got the show that I'm working on right now. It's called Naruto. There's this character in it. He's probably not going to be in it very much. Do you want to just come in and do the voice for him?" I said, "Sure." And me, of course, loving to pay homage to some actors that, I like sounding like, I did. So you can bear, for those of you guys who have seen Naruto, it's very slight. I don't try and push it on anybody, but if you listen and you go back, especially in the beginning, he sounds almost like Christian Slater.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I went with for Shino.
Okay.
I think it works.
Yeah, I did too. Hey, who knew it was going to last like 500 something episodes, and now we've got the spinoff for Boruto, and it's.
Yeah, who knew it was going to get a freaking second generation series,
Right? Crazy.
Only so many get that. Like,
Crazy.
we're currently finishing up Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we're both
Oh, yeah.
like, we gotta see Korra, we gotta see Korra, we gotta see
Yeah.
Korra.
Yes. And if just like a throw out there to you guys, if you're looking for stuff to watch, if you like that style of animation, because it is kind of anime, kind of not, but it's got some elements of it in there, you know, like with the eyes especially and some of the expressions that they have. But if you like stuff like that, the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender also did a new show that's on Netflix called Dragon Prince. So
I've been meaning to look into that.
Okay.
yeah, that might be something you want to check out too.
That would explain a lot of the memes and stuff I've seen with it that seem to have a lot of the same sense of humor to it.
Derek, we really appreciate you joining us. And,
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely,
great.
man. My pleasure. Thank you for sending me all the stuff you sent me, dude. You're
I get to meet the guy that voiced Beelzemon. I'm happy.
yeah.
Not a lot of people
Voice
would just
for
take it.
Yukiko. Like, oh, that little baby-faced gangster.
But yeah, when we're done editing it, Charlie, I'll go ahead and I'll send you the link. So if you want to post it to your group, you can.
All right. Do you want to send me the marketplace link to your autographs?
Yeah, I will do that
And
as
I can
well.
Post it with it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because I was just going to get some of those, and I was like, wow, I've already got like a ton of stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, maybe he'll just let me mail some stuff in.
Yeah. All right, sounds good, brother.
All right, I appreciate you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you
Thank
again.
you.
Have a good night, guys. Take care, everybody.
Well,
Stay safe, please.
we are.
It's
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.